All right, so you heard all those great benefits about selling on Facebook, and you're like, I want to give it a shot. Well, I'm going to give you a couple tips that you can use to help you make money selling on Facebook right now. Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people, when they hear those terms and they hear about selling on Facebook, like, no. But for me and Jessica, we hear that and we hear opportunity. I'm going to tell you why we think it's a great opportunity. And what we believe for a lot of people is that you are missing out on money because you don't want to do it, because you hear all these bad things. So a couple benefits that we love about Facebook Marketplace is, one, no selling fees. If you sell on Facebook right now, it may not be that way for forever, but right now there's no selling fees. If you sell on eBay, you're paying anywhere from 8 to 15% depending on what you're selling. Poshmark, Mercari, all those other places, they offer a percentage of selling fees that you have to pay. Even with PayPal, if you use them to process the payment, you're giving your money to somebody, but not with Facebook Marketplace. The second benefit I like about Facebook Marketplace is it's cash money. It's easy, it's fast. Like, you don't have to wait to get the funds. You get money right away. Another thing I love about Facebook Marketplace is, depending on the item that you are selling, you can make more money selling it on Facebook than you can selling on eBay or on Amazon. Just because people want it now, they will pay more for it right now. So those are all things that I love about selling on Facebook. So if you hear this, you're like, man, I want to give this a shot. Let's talk about a couple tips that you can use to implement today to selling on Facebook to help you out. All right, so you've got your item or your items listed on Facebook, and you have somebody interested and they are wanting to buy it, right? And once they say, yes, I want this item, I'm like, all right, well, when can you meet? Can you meet this afternoon or this evening, right? So that way you're giving them two choices that are acceptable to you. Obviously, if you can't meet in the afternoon, then don't say an afternoon time, right? It could be, can you meet it at 6 or at 7? Can you meet at 5 or 6? But the point is to give choices. Give them two options that are perfectly okay with you. That way they feel like they are in control because they have choices. You can do the same thing when you're offering places to meet. For us, we're usually offering places to meet that are close to us. Not way across town, but two places that are perfectly close for us, that are acceptable, that we will meet at, two commercial places. I suggest that you do the same thing, right? So once you have the time set out, you have the place set out, what I would do is usually 30 minutes before I'm supposed to meet somebody, I send them a message, say, hey, I'm writing to confirm. I don't say I'm writing, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm saying, hey, I'm just confirming that you are good to meet at this time, at this place, right? That way, right then, if they don't answer, I don't go to meet them. I'm not wasting any time. But if they say, yes, I can meet at this time, but I'm going to be a few minutes early, that way you can adjust your driving time to make sure you're not just sitting there waiting on them, right? But I don't leave. If they don't message me, I don't leave my house, right? But that's also why when I'm choosing location, it's close to my house. So that way, then they message me and say that they're there, like I'm in my car and I'm there in less than 5 minutes. I don't know for you if you have a commercial location that you feel safe meeting somebody at, that the moment that they message you and say, hey, I'm here or I'm about to be there, I'm in this color car, then you can leave right then and you're not wasting any time. You're also preventing yourself from going there and getting ghosted by somebody, right? Because who hates that? I hate that. It's happened, I think, twice for us that we've been ghosted, and we've sold, I don't know, hundreds of items in Facebook. All right, so next tip, and these are no order, not even numbered, it's just tips. All right, so the next tip would be, you've got the location knocked out, you've got the time knocked out, right? On Facebook, you know that you have the option to mark the item as pending. Don't do it, right? Because you never know that they're not going to show up, right? But you're saving yourself from people no longer being interested in your item. What I usually do is if I've agreed to sell it to somebody and it's pending, I leave it active. That way, if anybody else messages me about the item, then I just say, hey, no, I'm sorry, this just went pending a few minutes ago. I will let you know if they don't buy it or they don't meet me. That way you can start getting you a list of backup plans to sell it to the next person in the event that somebody does change their mind. And they do. They change their mind, and that's okay. That's just part of it. So probably the most important tip that I would say, and the tip that we have the most success with, is called follow up. Whoa, right? Who would have thought? Follow up, right? A lot of times people complain all the time. Oh, they said, "Is this available?" There's all these videos that are out there on Facebook and YouTube about people who are messaging and like they never respond back. You know, you get the, "Is this available? Can you meet?" And then you hear nothing back from the people. We get it too, right? But what I do and what I've found is that most of the time when people are scrolling Facebook, they're scrolling Facebook Marketplace, they see it, they just hit the button, right? They're interested in it. But then they go about their day. They go to bed at nighttime, they go to work in the morning, or they're on lunch break, and then they go back to work, and then they forget about it, right? So I follow up with them during times where they won't be working, like either in the morning, like around 6:30 in the morning, in the evenings, like around 8 or 9 o'clock when they're in their resting time. Whatever the time is, it doesn't really matter, but the thing is to follow up. I've gotten so many sales from people who have messaged me and then they never respond back, right? And then I even follow up and say, hey, are you still interested in this item? And then nothing, right? Days go by, but then if it hasn't sold yet, I still always make the effort to then go and follow up again. Most of the time after that, they'll say, hey, I've bought something else or I'm no longer interested. They like get the point that, hey, this guy is going to track me down until I answer him. I think that's the point. But it's the same thing with eBay watchers. You know, you've got people scrolling their eBay like, oh, I like this item, I'm interested in it, maybe, let me just watch it. And then they forget about it, right? It's the same concept. So I hope that you have found these tips useful. I believe if you actually tried these, you will find the benefits of Facebook Marketplace. And I'm not saying sell everything on Facebook Marketplace, because I believe every item has its proper platform to be able to sell it on for the biggest profit. But I do believe you can get cash in your pocket this week if you try these tips out. So if you found this video useful and you have liked it, hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me, I don't know about you, probably my wife Jessica, you probably want to see more, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get notified when we release new content. So appreciate you guys. Until the next video, peace.